Arviat, like much of the Arctic, is experiencing rapid climate change. This is happening at a time when Inuit are less connected to their environment. As a result, we are less likely to be aware of changes and less likely to prepare for the outcomes of those changes. This will create a disadvantage for us, but especially for our youth.
Elders have raised concern because youth are now being trained to observe the environment and carefully notice these changes. Elders advise that unless we begin to instill observation skills with youth, they will not be able to use the land and sea safely in the future.
The youth monitoring program is designed to provide opportunities for Ave youth to more keenly observe the environment and to notice and record changes as they are occurring. The program partners with research teams who provide expertise and training to youth. We also work with elders and Inuit known as skilled landsmen or women who can share their knowledge and help us make sense of the changes we are seeing. The main focus of the program is on skill development and training in environmental monitoring.
The second key focus is on making meaning of the data that is collected through monitoring. It is important to be able to understand the so what questions of climate change. We want youth to be able to analyze the information and observation they gather through meaningful conversations with others. We want them to be able to predict what climate change may mean in the future and also to collaboratively plan for how our community should prepare and respond to change.
Our monitoring activities include looking at increased plant growth around the community and evaluating climate impacts on edible plants that people can collect for food. We partner with a team from the University of British Columbia to look specifically at bear populations and impact from decreased precipitation and drying of the tundra.
We are concerned with how loss of snow and rainfall is affecting both our rivers and lakes, but also our fish populations and the food they feed on. Water and fish monitoring is being carried out in partnership with the GN Department of the Environment, Arctic Connection, and Laval University and is funded by Law Water Fund.
A drier climate also impacts ice formation. Less snow means that ice melts faster and water levels in both lakes and the ocean deplete. Additionally, the warmer summers and longer days decreases water levels. These changes to ice especially, but also snow coverage leaves us open to safety issues when we travel by both land and sea and in every season. We are working with researchers from McGill University and the Climate Change Adaptation Research Group on this. We are also entering into a partnership with Smart Ice. This project uses state-of-the-art technology to measure ice density, thickness, and stability over time. This is an opportunity that came to us as a result of our other monitoring activities.
Monitoring the permafrost is important to safety when we travel as well. The depletion of permafrost in certain areas, especially our coastal areas, create dangerous conditions in some areas. We want to know where these areas are and how we can try to continue to use these areas in a safe way. We need to start by understanding the landforms that are typical of our terrain, our geography, and then to see how these may be changing and why. We work in partnership with the Department of the Environment and with Memorial University on this work. Of course, of most importance to us are our animals. They face the biggest impacts from climate change. We are very dependent on our caribou herds. We undertook to study the health of our local herd, and with our local caribou biologists have developed local training around new parasites, diseases, and health issues facing this herd. We have started a Facebook page called Arviat Harvesters to try to open a discussion in the community about the health of wildlife, harvesting levels, and any trends in health issues in wildlife or observation of new species or unusual behaviors. This concern also helped us to establish the Young Hunters program so that every youth in the community has the opportunity to become a respectful and skilled harvester. Only in this way will Inuit be able to sustainably be able to harvest well into the future.
Our environmental monitoring club allows children to come to an after-school program to understand some aspects of climate change, learn monitoring skills, develop key messages, and promote environmental awareness in the community. At the same time, we hope science comes alive through this program and school-aged children can see how data collection and observation helps us make good decisions for our future.
Youth monitoring also includes developing media skills so that we can share what we are seeing across the community and promote discussions that help us all make meaning of the changes happening to us. Facebook pages, weekly radio shows, YouTube postings, and community events all help to build awareness and community solution seeking.
Inuit have always been aware of climate change and they have always been quick to adapt to the changing environment. This is a cultural practice that has helped set us aside as successful environmental stewards. It is important that we continue to build these skills and cultural strength in youth today. Climate change is occurring more rapidly than ever before, and we need to prepare and equip our children to meet the new challenges. Arviat Youth Monitoring is a start in planning and preparing for a strong future.